What's up, everyone? Today, we're checking out a projector that sits right at the intersection of home theater and serious gaming performance. This is the Optoma HZ40HDR HD DLP theater and gaming projector in white, and on paper, it promises laser brightness, HDR support, and low input lag in one clean package. So let's break it down. Right away, the design is minimal and modern. The matte white finish makes it blend nicely into most living rooms or gaming setups. It's compact enough to mount on the ceiling or place on a shelf without dominating the space. Vent placement is smart, and the overall build feels solid. Around back, you're getting HDMI inputs, USB power, audio out, and everything you'd expect for a flexible setup, whether you're connecting a console, streaming stick, or AV receiver. Now, the real story here is the laser light source. Instead of traditional lamp, this uses a long-life laser engine rated for up to 30,000 hours. That means years of usage without worrying about lamp replacements. It also means instant on and instant off. No waiting around for warm-up or cool-down cycles. You power it on and it's ready. Brightness is a big deal for projectors, and this one delivers strong output that works well even in rooms with some ambient light. In a fully dark room, it really shines. Colors pop, whites look clean, and contrast feels dynamic. Being a DLP projector, the sharpness is crisp, especially for HD content. Text is readable, edges are defined, and overall clarity is impressive for its class. HDR support is another highlight. When you feed it HDR content from a compatible console or streaming device, you get improved highlights and better depth in scenes. It's not going to compete with a high-end OLED TV in pure black levels, but for a projector in this category, it performs really well. Movies feel cinematic, and games look more immersive. Speaking of gaming, this is where the HZ40HDR becomes really interesting. Input lag is low enough to feel responsive for fast-paced shooters, racing games, and sports titles. If you're gaming on a console, you'll notice that controls feel tight and reactive. That big screen experience makes everything feel larger than life. Playing competitive titles on a 100-inch or even 120-inch projection just hits different. Setup is straightforward. You get keystone correction and zoom adjustments to help dial in the image. Placement flexibility is decent, though like most projectors, it performs best when positioned properly rather than relying too heavily on digital corrections. Once you align it correctly, the image looks sharp across the screen. Fan noise is controlled and doesn't become distracting during normal viewing. In a quiet room, you'll hear it faintly, but once content starts playing, it fades into the background. The built-in speaker is there for convenience, but realistically, you'll want to connect external speakers or a sound bar for the full experience. Pairing this with solid audio setup really transforms a room into a mini theater. For movie nights, sports events, or streaming binge sessions, it holds up well. Skin tones look natural, motion handling is smooth, and the brightness allows for larger screen sizes without the image feeling washed out. If you're someone who wants a projector that can handle both Netflix marathons and intense gaming sessions without compromise, this checks a lot of boxes. Another advantage of the laser system is consistent brightness over time. Traditional lamps dim gradually, but laser maintains more stable output across its lifespan. That means your picture today will look much closer to your picture years from now. So who is this for? If you're building a home theater on a reasonable budget but still want strong brightness, HDR compatibility, and gaming responsiveness, this makes a lot of sense. It's also great for someone upgrading from an older lamp projector who wants less maintenance and better performance. It's not native 4K, so if you're chasing ultimate resolution, there are higher tier models out there. But for full HD performance with HDR support, strong brightness, long lifespan, and low input lag, it strikes a really compelling balance. If you're interested in picking one up, make sure to check the link in the description for the latest pricing and availability. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.